Hello and welcome. I am Sophia. On this platform, we are on a mission of creating heaven on earth marriages by preventing and breaking the cycle of intimate partner violence, also known as marital abuse, domestic violence, or spousal abuse. And we are doing this through education and service delivery. Now, this is the second video on the introduction. In the first one, we did discuss what intimate partner violence is not. Most of the time, when people hear intimate partner violence or domestic abuse, their minds immediately go on so many other things other than what it really is. So it was important I make it clear so that we know exactly what we are doing on this platform. So today we are going to look at how it is important for people to be educated on intimate partner violence. This is because somebody once asked me, why are you doing this? When most of the victims do not even know that they are being abused. I thought the question was so narrow because intimate partner violence does not only affect the victims, but it also affects you and me. So I thought we should look at it in detail so that people will not just watch it happen, thinking this is just between two people who cannot get along, but they will know that the effect of it will come to them as well. So, the first reason why people should learn about intimate partner violence and understand it is because, in the first place, it prevents abusive marriages from happening. This is because people will learn to know the signs and the dangers involved in marrying someone you know will not treat you well in the first place. So, knowing the dangers will let them make an informed decision as to who to marry. The second part is that in most of these relationships, there are always children involved, and these children are also being tortured. In fact, IPV is a form of child maltreatment, and so these children need to also understand what is going on so that they can go on and have their childhood lives, because the effects on them is more terrible than even on the victim. This is because they are innocent and do not understand so many things. So they are being tortured and also getting to know the dangers of it. These children will not go on to repeat what they have seen between their parents in the future, and so will help break its cycle. In addition, educating people on intimate partner violence or domestic violence will help us as a people to know how to support victims. This is because most of the time, when a woman comes out complaining about what she's going through in her marriage, most people tend to think that, especially those who know the husband, will go like, oh, but the husband is a good man. Oh, the husband is nice. See, abusers live double lives. They are the nicest people outside, super nice to everyone except their wives. So when you know this and a woman comes out to complain, you will know how to handle it. And no woman comes out the first time it happens. No. Before a woman comes out to complain, it means that she has done all she knows and it's not working. That's why she's not crying for help. That's what she's doing. It's not about tarnishing anyone's image. She is only crying for help. Can somebody see me? Can somebody understand what I am going through? Can you support me? That is what the victim is doing. It's not about tarnishing anyone's image. So let's stop judging women who comes out to complain. Let's see how we can support them, because I said each one of us is a solution to this issue. So let's begin to see it as such. See ourselves as part of the solution and not to judge, because you do not know that man. That is the truth of the matter. You think you know him, but you have no idea who he is to the wife. So let's stop judging. Let's see how we can help. The second part of it is that this education is the solution to most of our youth problems that we have in this country and worldwide. This is because we all come from a family, and a family is a smaller unit to deal with the members one on one and get results. That when it becomes a large group like the youth, it's a very large group that you can't deal with and get the right results. And so, by this education, the youth will learn, those from such homes will know that what happened between my parents, I shouldn't repeat it, because they will know the effects and dangers of it. And so it will help break the cycle. And also, marriages are not working, and that is why the youth are like that. Why are they not working? Because people choose to marry the wrong people. And so when you choose to date and marry a wrong person, you will get into a wrong marriage. And the wrong marriage will lead to a wrong family. The wrong families put together will lead to a wrong community, and so on. So when we get our relationships right, we will get our marriages right. And so by this, relationships are the building blocks of society and not marriage. And now when people know the dangers of it, they will they will avoid marrying people they know right from the beginning that it will not work, and yet they go ahead. They will stop it now because they know the dangers. And when that is done, people will be careful who they marry. And so most people, if not all, will get into good marriages, and the good marriages will lead to good families where children can be raised up again, where children can be taught the right values and become good leaders and adults in the future, and not what we have now. So this is the solution to our youth problem and most of societal problems. If marriages work, most of our societal problems too will be solved. So let's take this serious. Who you date and marry is important. And also know that it does not only affect you, it affects everyone. And so be careful of your choice. Another important reason for this education is that it helps set the victim free mentally. Most of the time, victims do not know what they are going through. All they know is that there's something wrong. But what exactly is wrong, they do not know. And lack of knowledge, people will normally perish. And so when they get the correct knowledge, they are set free, because now they will know how to handle the situation. They will not, in terms of the victim will not be worried again. The victim will not be depressed. The victim will not blame herself and think that there's everything wrong with her. But she will know that it is the abuser that everything is wrong with. And this will liberate her. It's not just about getting out of the environment. If you get out of that environment without understanding, you will be like the Israelites. God set them free one day from Egypt, but it took 40 years to get the slavery mindset out of them. And so, the same way with abuse, when you get out without understanding, you will go on suffering the effects, even though you are not in the environment. So, what is important is your understanding first. If you understand, and the abuse is not psychological but physical, you can still stay in. You can still stay in. If only it is psychological, the bar doesn't beat you. You can't be in and overcome because you are set free mentally. You understand what is going on and you know what to do. And that is what is very important. In conclusion, 1 out of 3 women are affected by intimate partner violence globally. And each day, on an average, 3 women die out of intimate partner violence. So you see how serious this is. Next time you see it happen to someone, your loved one, your friend, don't sit down and say you are minding your own business. It is true that intimate partner violence happens in private, but the effects are public. It affects you and I. And when we get to the effects of it, you will see how serious it is. And then we will all pay attention to it to put a stop to intimate partner violence because it is possible. Thank you. Remember, on this platform, we are on a mission of creating heaven on earth marriages. Thank you.